What's up, you guys? You already know what time it is. That's right. It's Friday, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
It is Friday. And I am your beautiful host, Mysterious Jax. Yes, I said beautiful. You got to do and affirm yourself sometimes. Anyways, if you are a regular here at Ladies Night Radio Show, you already know how it goes down. If you don't, welcome to Ladies Night Radio Show. Woo woo. Hey. If you don't pump yourself up, who will? Who will? That's right, y'all. Welcome to another beautiful episode of Ladies Night Radio Show. We are coming to you live from TGN Latinx Studio at the Good News Radio Network. Welcome, everybody. And if you know I don't come alone, I got my beautiful co-host, guest co-host today, Joanna.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can you not?
No, I can't. I think the headphones just went out.
Oh, no. Switch them. There's two under there.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Joanna.
Can I get my walk-up song?
You got it. I'm playing it right now for you.
Hey.
I'm playing it.
I love it. I love it.
If you guys are regulars of Ladies Night and you follow, you know who this is. She's got her own walk-up song, okay? Her own walk-up song. Joe, do you know what day it is?
It is Friday. Y el cuerpo lo sabe.
Hey, that's right, baby. That's right. What?
Eight.
Go.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for having me.
I got you, boo. Thanks for coming through.
So much. Of course. You know, just
we're going to catch up. We're going to catch up. But we have so much to talk about today. There's so much going on in this world. I have not seen Joe over like almost a month, I guess.
Feels like it, yeah. And because of that, I actually have a surprise for you.
Uh-oh. What's going on? Surprises.
We didn't get together for your birthday like we usually do. So
stop it.
I got your birthday gift.
Look at her. Wait a minute. Hey, it's Friday. What? Hey. I freaking love it. This is so, look at her. Should I open it like live on air or later?
Do it whatever you want.
I mean, like, is it appropriate?
Yes, it's appropriate.
Okay. You know, even if it wasn't, I'd still take it out.
Yes,
look what she got me.
I mean, if that's what you need, like, I got you next time.
I mean, who doesn't need that? We always need that.
You're right.
Oh my God, you guys. Look at this. Look at this.
Part of the poor wrapping.
The party will continue.
Hey.
Okay, Crown Royal, let's go. Oh, you got to go ahead and get sponsored by Crown Royal Peach, baby.
Let's go.
For the peach behind me.
Exactly.
Ow.
Happy birthday, Mama. I missed your birthday. So
thank you.
Even though it was last month.
No, you're fine. No, it's still February.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's February. I know. February's only 28 days.
Short.
It's so short.
No, but I missed you. Thanks for having me. And, you know, we really haven't seen each other. Like, it feels like over a month. So.
But it's okay. We're going to catch up tonight.
Yes.
And if you guys don't know, Bad Bunny is in LA right now. Bad Bunny. And I should be there with him in the concert, but you know, a girl broke right now and can't afford it. So it's okay. I was watching it live through people's TikToks, through their Instagram.
Yes, so nice.
I appreciate all of you guys going live on your phones. For those of us who couldn't be there. So I was living through y'all. So I appreciate it. And I honestly think of it as like karma, because anytime I would go to concerts, I would definitely be that person with my camera going live for people. You know what? I did that once for a boxing fight that like was on pay-per-view, and some of the homies didn't have it. So I went live on my Instagram, and the homies really appreciated me going live and sharing the boxing fight because they didn't have it.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes you're the one struggling and sometimes those are struggling, and you got to just look out for each other.
I did that also on Facebook Live, and then of course it got cut off because of Facebook. And then they were like, "What happened, Joe? Like, what's happening?"
On the fight?
Like, yeah. And then I was like, "I'm trying to get it back up," but it was hilarious.
Facebook kicked you off for showing the fight?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I was on Instagram Live
trying to make money.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of my friends were like, "Hell yeah." Good shit,
Appreciate
Joe.
it.
Yeah, appreciate
Hey,
the
the
hookup.
homies understand, okay? Sometimes you're the one hurting and sometimes you know that the homies hurting. So you got to look out for each other.
It's good karma. Gonna come back.
Good karma for you. So I appreciate all of you Bad Bunny people out there for sure. But anyways, there's so much going on in this world. So, you know, it's good to celebrate the positive. I know there's so much going out there and we definitely could talk about it, like the war, Ukraine, Russia, what United States has, you know, it's partnership with all of that or non-partnership, but you know there's so much that you can read it and find it somewhere else. I don't want to create that political space here on Ladies Night. I want to create a positive, fun, like good time for you guys, so let's have a good time today. And you know, if you guys want to talk about it more, DM me. Maybe we'll make a whole show about it, but today we're just gonna have some fun. I have some chisme for y'all. I'm catching up with my girl Joe. And we just ready for a good time. Okay, so you're gonna be hearing a lot of Bad Bunny in the back because you know my boo's here.
Can't go wrong with Bad Bunny.
Right. And we're going to go ahead and start off the show with some chisme. I know y'all like some chisme.
Always gets me hyped.
Me too. I just want to start dancing. I'm like, oh, I got to do the chisme. All right, you guys. The first chisme that I have for you guys is actually, I want to hear from you guys of what you guys think about this chisme. So this mom paid her son to stay off social media. Did you guys see that story? Yeah, so this mother had a unique idea to get her son to enjoy his teenage years without the added pressure of Instagram or Facebook or any other social media apps like TikTok and all that. So she paid him, her son, $1,800 to stay off social media for 6 years.
No way.
For 6 years, you guys. She said she heard about a similar challenge before propositioning her son, who then was only 12 years old. And he's the youngest of 4 of her children. She's like, I watch social media cause stress, anxiety, and hurt feelings in my other kids. And I love the idea of coming up with a way to, you know, to spare him from that. So she pretty much asked him and he did it.
So she pretty much gave him her stimulus check.
6 years later. Yes. Yeah. He's now 18. So from 12 to 18, he was not on social media.
That's insane.
Isn't that?
Yeah. I mean, as a parent, like you always are trying to figure out ways on like how to encourage your kids to stay off, you know, social media. Like my son, he's 12. He doesn't have social media.
He doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Positive.
He might have like a secret account because you know kids nowadays have that. What is it called? I forgot what it's called, but it's like their secret account.
Yeah,
it's their Finsta, fake Insta.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have. Like,
well, that's good.
He'll look at TikTok and stuff like that, but
that's good.
You know, like Giselle, I kept her off for a very long time. And it was hard. Like,
and she's the older one. How old is Giselle?
She's 15 now.
15.
But I like, you know, technology is such a hard one because it's everywhere.
Do you think that your kids or Giselle, I should say your 15-year-old, would be down to take the 1,800?
Absolutely, in a heartbeat.
Really?
In a heartbeat.
Why is that?
Because she likes buying clothes. She likes buying stuff.
Over being on social media?
It's going to be a hard one, but I think she's going to take the
Can
money.
I tell you, I feel like social media. Yeah, I think you should. Social media is like unfortunately like an addiction.
Yeah, it is.
For all of us, not just kids, like for people, humans nowadays.
It gives you serotonin.
Yes. So instant gratification. Like, comment, share.
Yep.
So all of that. And it's like what can you compare that to? Like instant.
You know, everything right now, no one's patient with anything. Everyone wants instant gratification.
Right.
So even like when you're just like clicking and opening something, an app, and like the minute that it takes longer than a second, people are like, oh, why is this taking so long?
Right.
Or like when you're waiting in line to just get something, like everyone, we're all in a rush to get everything like that at the snap of our fingers. That's not how everything works.
No.
And like, you know, as a teacher, like that's one of the things that when the kids come into the lab, I'm always stressing, like, be patient.
Right.
You know, like our brains, sometimes we take time. It takes time to process things like everything else. You know, like like opening up your computer, your phone. That takes time. It has to load. So it's crazy how everyone wants everything so fast.
So fast. I mean, that's dating now, you guys. You should see
that too.
Dating sucks right now. And that's why we're really talking about tonight's topic, you guys. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Ladies Night Radio Show, only found on the Good News Radio Network. This is your host, Mysterious Jackson. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And we're coming to you live from TGN Latinx. And today's topic is we're going to be talking and discussing the pros and cons of living alone versus living with your partner.
I love this.
And I know I can't wait to get into this, but I'm still going over the chisme. And shout out to the people in our chat. Yeah. What's up? Nick, I know you have kids and they're pretty young still. So I got to ask you, do you think your kids would take you up on the $1,800 if you offered them to stay off social media?
I should ask.
I think right now they would say yes, because they haven't really had a full taste of it, right? And kids like at Jordan's age aren't really interested in that yet.
But Giselle has. So if I asked her, if she stay off for 5 years,
15-year-olds
until she finishes high school, I wonder what
you got to, and you got to let me know.
You know what? I'm going to record it.
Okay, you got to.
I'm going to share with you.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to show her face because I do want to share her real response on ladies on our Insta.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. But if you guys are in the comments, please let us know if you think your child would take the $1,800 and stay off social media for 6 years, or if
until they're 18,
or until they're 18. Yeah. However long that is. If it's 3 years, 4 years, shoot, even if it's 1 year.
Yeah, that's
insane. So, anyways, we're gonna go into our next story, you guys. Our next chisme is this one is pretty interesting. This is actually a British nurse allegedly wakes up from a COVID coma after being given Viagra. Yeah, so this actually, I know you're looking at me crazy. Viagra seems to have been a lifesaver for one nurse who got out of a coma caused by COVID-19. Her name is Monica. She's 37 and she's fully vaccinated nurse from England. She was in a coma for 28 days after she contracted COVID-19 and was just 3 days from having her ventilator switched off when she was saved by Viagra. So this is crazy, you guys. So they are actually, it's such an awesome article that I was kind of reading, but just to kind of give you the gist of it, it was something that they were trying. It was a trial thing. So before she went, like she was going through COVID, she signed something like, if I was to go in a coma, like I'm giving you permission to
try anything.
Yeah, to put me in this, become part of the trial. And she said that she did. She said that they did it once, to try it, and the next thing you know, she was waking up. And before being put in a coma, she, like I was saying, she signed a document consenting to take part in the study to try this experimental drug. And she was ultimately given Viagra, and which opened up her airway. So if you're trying to figure out how that works, there's so much going on in the article, but that's crazy, you guys. So if that's what's helping people, I mean, if this is a real, because I was trying to really find more articles like this or that was relating it, but it was hard to find. But I was like, yo, this is crazy. So she's like, if you think how the drug works, it expands your blood vessels. She says, I have asthma and my air sacs needed a little help. So it was really hard, but the nurse looking after me, who's also a former colleague, which made a big difference, and the staff could see how frightened I was. So she pretty much says, mentally, I am good now, but I do get a bit teary and frustrated at times. Physically, I'm weak and fragile, but I determined to recover. So thankfully, Viagra saved this woman's life.
That's crazy. I literally just Googled the components of Viagra to try to figure out like what could have possibly... So it's chemically, what could have possibly enabled her body to react.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because is it like an adrenaline? Does it give you an adrenaline? But you just said it helps expand the
blood
vessels, blood vessels. That's so fucking interesting.
Which helped open up her airwaves in her lungs and stuff like that.
That's insane.
I know. Isn't that crazy? I want to ask men who have taken Viagra.
Viagra is manufactured by Pfizer.
Is it really?
Yeah, I just read that.
What?
A small village in County Cork, Ireland.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The vast majority of supplies are manufactured by Pfizer. Viagra.
The plot thickens.
Right? I'm telling you. Thank you, Pfizer.
Okay, so, just so y'all know. But I really want to ask people who have taken Viagra, like, what is it that you feel? Like, what exactly happens? Obviously.
An erection?
Yes, obviously that. Obviously. But, like, anything else, do you feel like anything in your chest, your blood? Like, like, what else does you feel besides your dick getting hard? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I really want to know. But
there's Viagra for women.
There is?
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, I just saw it.
What?
Or at least, I don't know. I have to read into it. It looks like there is.
What is it called?
Would you take Viagra?
What does it? What does it do for me? Like, it just gets me horny?
I don't know. I'm assuming so.
I mean, some drinks get me horny, so I don't know if I need it.
Easy date.
Well, it depends on the alcohol. Not every alcohol, but you got that one drink that be like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Some people it's wine. Some people it's champagne.
Some people it's a ride.
Look, I'm not telling my secrets, okay? I'm not telling you what drink does that.
I was just kidding. It was just a suggestion.
But I am going to tell you that's, don't you have a drink that kind of gets you like, ooh, feeling all warm and like...
I'm going to leave it out there just for people to discover.
Exactly.
Not spilling all the beans.
Okay, ladies, we have our own personal Viagra.
But like, we also know, like, if you're dating somebody, you also know exactly what they need in order to get them there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Otherwise, you really don't know your partner.
Facts. That's true. Get to know your partner, y'all. Yeah. Get to know your partner. All right, y'all. The last one is why is there always a teacher in my chisme? There's always some type of scandal with a teacher in my chisme. Joe, I better not ever see you in here. And I want to tell you why. Lock your phone, put a double lock on it, because this teacher got suspended after her sex tape airdropped to 200 students, you guys.
Oh my God. What
yes, a teacher in Ohio has been suspended after a sex tape starring her and her boyfriend was airdropped to 200 students at her school. The teacher did confess that she did have a sex tape on her phone, but she did not send the video out and believes someone got her password and sent it out. I'm guessing that one student got it and sent it all around. So the school district said that the teacher has been removed from the school and will not work with the students pending the outcome of this. It's really crazy situation because now this teacher is out of a job for something that she didn't even do. It was done to her. Hopefully she'll be able to get another teaching job at another school.
She can press charges.
Yeah.
Because that's one
violation of privacy.
Yeah. Theft. Temporarily.
Theft.
And that's, sharing pornography, right? Or I don't know. There has to be some other, right?
Because, it's like when somebody posts like a naked or nude picture video of you without consent.
Yeah.
There is now a law. I know in California. I don't know about other like Ohio and stuff, but yo, that's crazy. Lock your phones, teachers. Because I know a lot of you teachers, I used to work in the school. I know y'all are freaks.
You know what?
You guys deserve it though. You guys deal with crazy kids all day. You need to have a release somewhere.
I have to tell you that I you know what? A few years ago, my kids would grab my phone, like my softball players.
Yes.
And start taking pictures of themselves because, like with the iPhone, you just kind of press the camera.
Yes.
Right. But before, you were able to go through pictures and see like, the camera roll. And so then I caught them taking pictures and I'm like, yo, like, no, not okay. But like, then like a few years passed and I think it was just a crazy experience. And I got so nervous. I was like,
oh my God.
Imagine if they would have seen something that, even if like, I don't have that kind of stuff on my phone. Wink, wink. Just kidding. I don't have kids. Wink, wink.
I'm done with you.
But like it doesn't really matter what profession you're in. Like, if it could be adults doing that shit to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you just have to be careful no matter, but especially of course in a school setting. Like,
oh my God.
As a teacher, like kids do that.
They do
that. And so you have to be super extra careful.
Man, just be careful because they will. The kids love to be getting
mischievous.
Not only that, but they want to know about their teachers' life. Mm-hmm. I know when I was in high school, I would definitely curious and ask like, oh, what'd you do this weekend? Yeah. Like as a teenager, you're like, want to know, what does your teacher do outside of work? Like, I know they got a life.
It's funny because sometimes you wonder about the kids that are always super curious about your life outside of school, but they're just like, they would do that in any setting. I feel like those kids are just like super curious about anyone.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy those kids because like you could just have like super awesome conversations with those kids.
Yeah.
But you have to also be careful because you don't want to really share too much.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to separate your work life from your, personal life.
Look, teachers are like mini celebrities to students.
Yeah, they
so
are. Yeah,
it's like how you want to know about like, what did Cardi B do? What was Kanye West doing over here at this restaurant? What is he doing? What is Bad Bunny doing in LA right now?
Yes.
That's how kids feel about their teachers.
Absolutely.
And they want to know everything about them. So just don't share too much. Be careful because look, that's probably how they got their password. It was probably the cat's name and her birthday year, or her boyfriend's year.
They found out all the deets about her.
Yes. Like, he's her a Virgo. She's a Libra. Let's try this password, and that's probably how they got it. So y'all stop sharing so much with your kids. So, anyways,
that sucks for that teacher. Though.
I know. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. But that wraps up the chisme, y'all. And let me go ahead and wrap that out right there for y'all.
That was good.
All right, you guys, if you're just tuning in, it is your girl, Mysterious Jax. You are tuning into Ladies Night Radio Show on the Good News Radio Network at the TGN Latinx station, baby. Make sure you guys go ahead and download the Good News Radio app if you haven't already, so you can join our personal chat, or you can call in straight from the app, okay? Now we're going to go ahead into our next segment of the night, which is our next topic. That's right. You guys got your drinks because I'm at the bar, baby.
Hey.
Today's topic, we are talking about living alone versus living with someone, aka your partner. Not just someone, right? Not just a roommate, but I'm talking about your partner, your boyfriend, your fiance, your boo. What are the pros and cons of living alone versus living with your partner? So we are going to go ahead and jump into it, because it really is, what are the things that no one tells you about from going by yourself, living alone, and then going from like needing a new roof to no one eating your food, or about just open up about some things that we wish we knew about living alone or living with your partner. So I'm going to go ahead and say I've actually never lived with a partner. I've never lived with a boyfriend, a boo. I only know what it is to live alone with a roommate and with family. And I know that's completely different from living with your partner. I can tell you the pros and the cons of living alone. So I'm going to talk about that all day and just imagine what it is to live with a partner. But that's why I got my girl Joe here, because Joe's done both, right? Joe has lived with her partner, her husband, and then she's lived alone. So we're going to go ahead and get both point of views, to be honest. So I can just tell you right now, what is one thing that you love about living alone?
Oh, my space.
Your space. Okay. I like that.
It's, I've been in various types of relationships. I've been married. I've had boyfriends where they've come and stayed with me, half of the week or whatnot.
Right. It's not the same though.
It's not the same. It's not the same when you have someone there all the time. And so one of the pros that I feel like I've actually gotten really accustomed to is having my own space and just and what I mean by space, not just like physical space,
right?
But just like I come home and I get to just fucking chill and I don't have someone constantly in my face or, asking me questions or asking them to do things for them. Cause that's always been like the thing. Like I'm always having to take care of someone else. Like,
you're a mom.
Yeah. And I'm a mom
and you're a teacher.
Fine. And I love to take care of people that I love and I care about. And I really enjoy that. However, I feel like that sometimes people take advantage of that.
Right.
So my space, in meaning that I can just come home and, fucking star lay out on my bed in the middle of the damn bed if I wanted to. And or just have a quiet time to myself. Okay, Joe, look, you don't got to convince me about living alone because I love living alone. I hope that people that are listening, if you're listening, try to convince me of why I should live with somebody, because right now I only see pros about living alone. Right. I mean, obviously there's cons, like especially like on rainy days or when like during quarantine, I was going crazy. I was like, I wish I was booed up right now. But like, I really, really am so selfish with my space. And I've been
And what made me want to talk about this is because, after I moved back in with family after the pandemic, I realized that like my mother is so used to always having somebody there, where I'm learning to share my space now because I can be in my own element all day and by myself. And she will look for me and seek me. And it's like, okay, I understand. She told me once, like, because my dad, he has business he does in Hemet, which is about 2 hours away. So sometimes he stays over there. And like the first time that she stayed alone, she wanted me to sleep in the room with her.
Oh, how cute.
And I was like, what? Why? Why? Like, aren't you happy you get the bed to yourself?
She's used to that
and that's what I had to realize is body. That somebody, when you're just many years, I don't even know how many years they're together, because I'm, like I want to say like 40 years that they've been together. No, almost
maybe more.
50 years. Sorry, 50 years, going on like something. Just that's all they've known. So I have to try to understand that. So I'm somebody from the complete opposite that is so used to being alone. And that's the only thing that I know. Even when I have friends sleep over, I feel like a little not myself. Like somebody's in my space right now. Out of
your element.
Like when my friends sleep over, they share my bed. I will be at the edge of the bed. I'll feel so uncomfortable. I feel so weird. Like
it's funny because like when my kids try to come into my room, like I love my kids and all that, and they're bigger, and now I'm just kind of like, all right, you guys get 10 minutes and then I need my space. Get out of here. But I do have to say that I do know that after my divorce, it was hard. Like,
really?
Yeah, it was hard. Like,
what did you feel the most right away?
I think it was just, loneliness.
Aww.
I hadn't been alone for a long time. And then I think, because we were also together for such a long time, that all of a sudden, that's that person that you could just roll over to, even though like, I feel like, we still had some space in the bed, but like you could always just roll over and that person was there, and you could always count on that.
Yeah.
And then that person's no longer there. Like, you feel lonely.
That's true.
But loneliness is not just a state of like, it's also a state of mind, so not only was I physically feeling lonely, but I like emotionally, mentally feeling lonely.
I
don't feel lonely anymore.
No,
like,
of course not, because now it's like you are independent. You've created your own space, your own element, and your own vibe. So now it's your day to day.
Yeah.
I do want to go to the comments. Shout out to Carol Mommy. She's referring to our chisme. We're talking about the teacher getting fired.
Oh, yeah.
She says that's sad because kids don't realize that they are messing with someone's livelihood.
Yeah, they have no idea.
All for a joke.
Yeah.
And this is so true. This is why I'm saying, like, oh, be careful out there. I know kids sometimes they don't see it like that, but they think it's just funny for a moment, but they're literally messing with somebody's livelihood, like somebody's reputation, somebody's just,
Well, they don't understand the consequences, of their actions. They're kids.
Right.
So they think it's all like fun and games until someone gets fired, and then they're no longer literally able to support themselves, and they have no idea that they caused that.
Right.
That's
crazy though.
It is insane.
So I want to talk about like as far as just some of the pros, right? Oh, we have another one. Shout out to Carmen. She says, I went from living with family and a roommate to being pregnant and living with a partner. I've never lived alone, LOL. Not gonna lie, kind of wish I would have at a younger age. Ooh, okay, that's actually really relatable. I don't know your nationality, Carmen. But usually that's very common in the Latino culture, that you go from living with your parents to living with your partner. Because I remember when I was like in my 20s, I wanted to move out, but I was so scared because my parents, we grew up like, you can't leave this. My dad would always tell us, you can't leave this house until you're married.
Yeah.
But I didn't want that. I always knew I didn't want that.
Yeah.
And there was a time I took advantage of, but like my parents like had this huge argument, and I was like, you see, this is why I'm moving out. I don't want to be a part of your argument. And I literally jumped on that bandwagon and I moved out. And I used that as my excuse. Oh. Even though that wasn't really a big like reason that I did, but you
just needed an alley-oop.
Yep. And I was out of there. And because I wanted to live on my own. I wanted to prove to myself that I could make it on my own.
Yeah.
You know, even though I lived with a roommate, but it's still on your own, because it's not like we were like buying for each other. Like we would buy our own groceries.
Yeah.
We would pay our own half rent and all that. So you're still like living on your own.
How old were you when you moved out?
I want to say I was 24.
Oh, okay. So you were a little older. I was 18 when I left.
Yeah, I was 24. I was scared. I came back from college. I probably lived at home for like a year or two, and then I was out of there.
Yeah, I moved out when I was 18. Like as soon as, well, it was like 6 months into meeting. Like,
where did you move?
With my ex-husband.
Oh, you moved in with your partner.
Well, we were living in like a 3-bedroom apartment. I literally had like not a bedroom because I was sharing for my whole entire life. And I knew that once I went into college that I was going to either move into a dorm or I was going to get my own apartment, do something. Right. I did not want to be at home anymore.
Yeah.
And so I knew that. And then so it just so happened that like, I ended up moving in with my ex-husband.
Yeah.
And then
I want to ask Carmen why she feels she kind of wishes that she lived on her own at a younger age. Like, what is it that you feel that you're missing? Because I'll never understand what it is to move in with a partner.
I do.
What is it?
Independence. Like a sense of independence, because I felt like that too when I think I gained that independence when I got a divorce and I was on my own and I didn't have, that person that I quote unquote kind of had to depend on, but not really. Like I had to fend for myself.
Right.
I didn't have that in college, and that's one of the experiences that I wanted to have.
Yeah.
But I ended up moving in with someone. But in my heart, I was already super independent in high school and wanted to leave, like when college.
Can I ask you this? You're a 15-year-old right now. She's going to be 18 in 3 years, going off to college soon, all of that. When she comes back from college, or even if she goes, no, because college is different, right? Because I lived in an apartment with a roommate in college. So
I want her to go.
But when she comes back and she tells you, I want to live in my own place, are you going to be okay with that?
Absolutely.
Because my sister's having a hard time with that.
Really?
Her daughter is already like 21, 22, coming back from a different state, Alabama. Yeah. And her daughter's already that mindset, like, I want to live in my own place.
Good for her.
And Maria, sorry, Maria, I know I'm putting you out there like that, but she has said it before on air. But she's like, I don't want you to live anywhere else but with me. Like, so like, it's hard, I know, as parents
to let go
and understand, like, once they come back from college, you're not the same you're like, and she's very independent. Different. She has a job out there. Yeah. She's created her own life, school. Like, she's become independent out there. Good. Like, she was already independent, but like even more so now.
Yeah.
And so coming back, she wants to have her own place.
Good for her.
Little does she know, LA is way more expensive than Alabama.
And that's the thing. Like, I think, yes, I know. The livelihood is way different in Alabama. I have family in Alabama too. So
do you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
In Northeast, Eastern. But it's going to be something that she's going to have to deal with and go through on her own.
Right.
And Maria, I feel you, Mama. I get it. But you're going to have to allow her to experience failure.
Yeah.
Hard times on her own, because that's going to dictate who she is later on in life and how, she's able to, pick herself up by her boots.
So I do think that maybe I understand that, but you also want to see them like save for a house, a condo.
We're saving for condoms now,
save for condoms too. Save for them condoms. But for condos, or like, a place in LA, like LA is so expensive. We know this. And even more so now with the SoFi Stadium, the Forum, now the new Clipper Stadium that's coming in Inglewood. So LA is becoming really pricier than normal. And so
ridiculous.
It's not, but you're right, so luckily she's gonna have a great job when she comes back. She's gonna be an RN, but she still is gonna go to school. She's not officially done yet. So
there's no right or wrong answer.
There isn't. There isn't.
It's really about, her knowing that she has the support from her family, that if at any time she needs anything or needs anyone, that you guys are going to be there for her.
Of course.
Which I know you guys are. You guys are such a big and tight family. It's awesome.
I love that.
But you want to see your kids thrive. You don't want to see them struggle, and I get that. Yeah. However, you also have to allow them to experience that independence on their own.
This is why we're talking about this, because it could go with it, like any perspective, any angle, like, of kids coming back, or just like me, who I'm in like my 30s and I've been living alone for a while now, but coming from a big family, it's also needed for me. I was the fifth child of 8 kids. I was like finally my own space.
Yeah.
But I want to go into the comments. Shout out to Carmen, who is definitely letting us know. She says, just the experience of being able to get up and go whenever I want. I'm a Latina, so I've always had to ask for permission to go anywhere. Yes. So true. Carmen also says, even now, I'm a grown woman, and now I tell my man where I'm going because I'm going out with the baby. LOL. And that's a real thing. So thank you, Carmen, for sharing that. I really appreciate you, sharing your story, because it's so relatable. It's so common to feel that. And I think what Joe was saying, there's no right or wrong answer. I feel like everybody has their experience for their reasons. But, today's topic was just really the pros and cons of living alone and living with somebody. So I will say that's a pro, Carmen. Pro is just getting up and doing what you got to do whenever you want, wherever you want to go. Like, Joe was inviting me to go somewhere after, and I don't got to check in with nobody. If I want to go, I'm going to go. Yeah. If I'm not, I'm like, no, I'm not going to go. But it's because I'm making the choice, not because of I'm asking anybody for permission.
I mean, that's not to say that also being in a relationship and being or living with someone isn't also a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, I've been through both. And would I like to
Yes, girl, convince me to live with somebody.
Yes, I would love to live with somebody who's going to, be my team player, my teammate, somebody who's confident in me and confident in us. And, like when you have that type of healthy relationship, like, of course, those are the the pros about all of that. Yeah. And I'm not saying that that's not something that I don't want or foresee happening in my future.
Right.
I mean, I've been in a relationship where literally my dude would come like half the time and then he would leave, and I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like, I had the best of both worlds,
Then he would leave.
Yeah. And so I love that. I love that I had my own space. However, like it really just it depends on how the parameters that you set for your relationship. You have to experience living with someone, and
True.
Not everyone's experience living with someone is the same.
True.
Like everyone has different experiences, and I mean, I've had some healthy ones and not so healthy ones.
Some of the pros that some people shared about living alone is like you can actually grocery shop and budget your money for the week, and you're like, the food that you bought is still there. You're gonna have your kale on Monday, you're gonna have your salads and your salmon on Tuesday, and like everything will still be there. Another thing, you become independent. You teach yourself how to do these things that you normally wouldn't do, like kill your own spiders. Clear your toilet, clear your sink and your bathtub from all the hair that came out of your head that's now caused it to overflow. And those are
having another person there to
help you with all these things,
and help you with all the things. Definitely a pro. Definitely awesome. However,
if you have also a healthy relationship like the one that I'm thinking of, sometimes dinner will already be ready when you get home and not necessarily always for you to cook.
I want to know what that's like. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. Because I've had the opposite of where I had literally, or at least I felt like I was doing both of our jobs. And I'm a hard worker. I work. So for someone or any person to use, oh, well, I work as an excuse why they won't do anything else. It just is just like, come on, like just put like, I work just as hard as you do. Right. Let's be a team about this and let's do things together. Let's conquer, and cohabit together. Like you do this, I got this, I don't have to do all the cooking by myself. How about you try to do some of it, also.
Right.
Or things like that, but it's just, I feel like when you live with someone, again, setting parameters that are going to work for both of you is super important. And I have lots of friends who are in a super, super awesome, healthy relationships, and I'm so happy for them.
Right.
And it's really just about finding that person that you can thrive with.
Yeah.
And
So it can be an amazing experience with the living with the partner, or it can be a toxic experience.
Yeah.
You should choose your partners wisely.
Clearly.
But everything obviously, it taught you to be who you are right now, strong, independent, but at the same time, I can be very independent, but that doesn't mean I want to be independent all the time.
Fully by yourself. Yes.
Right. Sometimes I don't want to take out the trash. Sometimes I want somebody else to take out the trash. If a light is broke, for sure, I can replace that. I don't want always to replace it. So it's just to have that good balance and partnership for you. Like I said, sometimes you want to come home, dinner's already made because your partner made it. Because they know that your day was longer today or whatever it is. So in the comments, shout out to Carmen. She says, I will say the biggest pro is that you have someone who knows you best and knows what you need. He knows when I need my me time, even if I don't recognize I need it.
Damn, you got a good one, Carmen.
I love that.
Get you that. Okay.
Oh, that's actually okay. Okay, now you're convincing me. Carmen, she says, yes, he is actually a better cook than me. I work from home and watch the baby, and when he comes home, he makes dinner.
That's it right there.
You got yourself a good one right there.
Yep. My brother, shout out to my brother. He's an awesome dude. Man,
every time I see your brother, you post your brother, he's cooking. I'm like, I need to go have some food over there because he looks like he know how to cook.
He throws down and he loves it. He loves seeing the pleasure it gives people. I
just say, I've talked about this. I don't get that same pleasure. I mean, I will, but I don't enjoy cooking.
I do.
There's people that enjoy cooking and there's people that don't. I don't. I enjoy making the food with people.
I want to watch
that experience.
I want to watch you eat my food. Ooh. And then the reaction that you get is so fulfilling for me.
Oh.
So I get when my brother, he just goes all out. He'll have shrimp and make crab and lobster steaks. He'll make a brisket and cook that shit for hours. I'm talking about from 8 a.m. to he is dedicated.
Oh.
And, he also loves to clean up. He does.
I've seen
He was raised right. And
I think it's not also that. It's just people enjoy it. Like you said, there's people that enjoy feeding you and seeing your reaction because you're making these people smile with what you created, and I get it. I kind of compare it with an artist who paints and they see these people watch their art wow. And the artist becomes so happy with the reaction of the people of what they created. So I only like to cook when I cook with people because it makes me feel like my family, because we would all cut some tomatoes, onions. But if I just have to cook by myself a whole meal for everybody, I'm not going to be happy.
We love doing that too. With my
family. I
love
cooking with people.
Yeah.
I love enjoying cooking as a group, with my family, or with friends. So if we all went over your house and you were going to make something, I will feel good cutting stuff
also
up.
Contributing.
Yeah. Contributing and talking and enjoying the laughs together. I'll make you a drink. I'll
see how I am when I host.
Yes. No, you're great. You're a great host.
Because we're used to we love having people over. That's one of the things that, which is kind of funny because my mom is low key a little bit of an introvert, but then she loves being around her big family.
Yeah.
We've always been.
Yeah.
And my brother loves hosting. He gets so much joy from that. And so does my sister. And so do I. And so when we have people come over, I want to treat you like the fucking king and queen that you are. So that's how I am in my relationships.
That's so funny.
And so if I'm going to cater to you, then I want that replicated. I want the same given. I'm going to give you 100%. You give me 100%.
That was my old roommate. My old roommate was an introvert, but she loved hosting things. And I was actually the extrovert, so I would bring everybody.
Yeah.
But I hated hosting in a way. I loved having people over. I love hosting as far as having things at my house. I hate the hosting, the catering. I'm not that person. I want to chill just like everybody else.
Yeah, you want to chill and be in the moment.
I make it a buffet style. There's the food. Make your plate. There's the drinks. Make your own drinks.
Figure it out. Yeah.
And because I feel like everybody should be in their own vibe, And so, but she was the type of person, my old roommate, who would see your cup like empty like this,
and she can fill it
up. She
up.
comes and brings you a new cup.
I love that.
And like she was that person.
I mean, I'm not like that. I'll fix you a drink.
No, she will make you drinks. She would I would tell her, you're like the best host. And she loved like setting up. She loved cleaning up the next day.
A lot of people really enjoy doing that.
I was not one of them.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Because you know what? She balanced you out.
Yeah.
You know, you guys were probably a good balance.
Yeah,
together.
because I was definitely the talkative one. I was out there. I was hosting. I guess, yeah. No, you're right. I feel like I am. I want everybody to have fun, right? So I'm like, you have fun. And if I see somebody like kind of like being awkward, I'll include them.
MC here.
I include them, right? I know, right? So I think everybody has a role, and I realized mine. Carmen says that her role is she enjoys eating. Girl, I'm with you. I am like, let me try what you made over there. Like, I'll try that, but I'll help you if you need help. I enjoy, you know what it is? I enjoy quality time. That's my love affirmation, like love language or whatever. Is quality time.
You know what? I agree. I love quality time as well. And I think that as someone who's been married or, you know, been in long-term relationships with people, quality time is much more meaningful.
Yeah.
You know, because
does that make me a bad Latina though? Because I do not like hosting.
No.
Because you're supposed
I'm telling you, my mom is an introvert.
Go make your man a plate.
Yeah. Oh, that's totally Latina.
I would be, what? What?
It's funny because
go make me a plate.
It's funny because now I'm like, if I'm in a relationship, I know that's like the number one thing as a Latino woman.
I know
that like you're expected to like, okay, if you have a man's or anybody, it doesn't even like a person that comes that you bring as your guest, you have to make sure that they're well taken care of.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
if you're the type of person to do it just to do it because that's who you are, do it. But don't give me that responsibility or expectation because I'm a woman or because I'm a Latina. Like, don't do that because then you're really not gonna.
Well, you know, we're scred because we're not only are we women, but we're also Latina women.
I know,
so that's doubly expected of us.
I hate that because, like, look, Joe, if I went to go make myself a plate and you're setting something up, I'm probably gonna make you a plate too. Like, just as a friend, right? You're not my partner. You're just a homie. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, Joe's probably hungry too. Like, right?
Yeah.
She just came from work. I'm gonna help her out because I see her setting up some tables or the dominoes, and so I'm gonna make myself a plate. And I'm like, Joe, do you like mac and cheese? Okay, I got you, girl.
Yes,
and I will make you something like so.
But don't expect it from me.
When you expect it is like, oh, you take the fun out of it. Like, let me show you.
It's like
I care.
Now it's a burden for me.
Yeah.
Like,
I have to. I have to.
Yeah.
Here's your damn plate. It's like green. It's like three green beans. Like a little bit of mac and cheese.
That plate did not come with love.
Some chicken.
I came with some
like no
bitterness.
I was gonna do it because I wanted to show you some love, but now you're saying I have to do it. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, bitter.
Right. And if we go to some parties and you make my plate sometimes, and then I make your plate sometimes, it's like an equal balance, and I love that.
That doesn't happen.
If I always have to make your plate, I am not happy. I am not okay with this. But yeah.
Carmen says, LOL, my man has arms and legs to serve himself. My tias always serve him. That tias be coming in.
They
clutch.
Really do. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
I think what irritates me about our culture sometimes is how we prioritize men. And even though the hardest working people are typically always the women.
Yes.
Now that's a whole ass different topic in its own self.
Yes.
But you also have to think about that in relation to, being in a relationship when you live with someone, expectations.
Yep.
You all have expectations. And I'm going to have to say this, that coming from being married and also being in relationships, that I have learned not to expect things from people. Because I don't want to be disappointed.
I like that. I think we shouldn't though, because I feel like
no, you can't help but to be, because it's just a natural. It's not. It's a human. It's
I know.
Natural. Like you can't.
You know what most people do? Most people expect themselves out of other people, and that's where you shouldn't do.
Yes.
Because think of it, I always compare it to love language. Yes. Not every, I'm poking my own eye. Not everybody has your love language, right? I just said one of mine I feel is quality time. Yours could be acts of service, or yours could be, buying things or whatever, like gifts. So we cannot expect ourselves out of everybody. When we do that, that's when we get disappointed.
Absolutely.
Like, because people are like, oh, I'm always the type of person that I drive them everywhere. I do whatever they want, or like whatever you like. It's like, yeah, but what are you expecting out of that? Are you doing it because that's who you really are, or are you expecting the same in return?
It's funny.
Are you expecting something back?
That applies to every relationship.
Yeah,
whether
friendships, family, all of it.
Like my kids, like I do literally, I'm their chauffeur, right?
So, well, yeah, your mom for sure.
Yeah, but like I literally drive them everywhere, right? And so now it's just expected of me to do that because that's what I do all the time. And so literally, like last weekend, Giselle, my daughter, she's like, well, we're gonna do this. I want to do this with my friend. I'm like, great, awesome, good job. You're making plans for yourself. But then she does not ask, hey, mom, can you take me here with my friend or drive me here? She expected for me to be her chauffeur.
Yeah.
So when then she says, hey, mom, we're ready to get picked up. And I was like, you never mentioned that I was going to be the person picking you up.
Yeah.
You said this, and that, which is also another life lesson in itself.
Hello.
Don't expect things just because it's something that you feel that this person should always do for you.
Yeah.
And she's always like just volunteering me to be
drive
the driver
people home
all the time.
Hello. I picked up my goddaughter once and I had to call my sister like, did you know I had to drop 2 other kids off at their house? You better give me some gas money, girl.
Yeah, that's rude.
I told my goddaughter, I said, so you're gonna give me gas money to drop off your 2 friends off at their house?
Yeah.
Because I understand. I'm a cool tia. I'm a cool godmother. I love it. I will do anything for you.
Yes.
The only thing I ask is that you ask me.
Exactly.
Don't assume that I'm going to do this because you don't know what I have on my plate. Maybe I only had time to pick you up and drop you off at home, so I have to go back to work.
Somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah.
You did not ever consider what I have to do in my schedule to drop off your 2 friends.
Yeah.
No, of course I'm gonna drop them off because I'm a good person. But just I had to let her know, like,
yeah, Giselle did this same thing to me.
So kids, y'all need to stop being so mean.
But it's not just kids; it's people in general. Like,
but that's how you have to teach them.
Absolutely.
You have to talk to them like that and tell them like that. Like,
yeah, and it's just again, people just being, not considerate of
taking what you already do, your kindness for granted. Like you're there to taking advantage of that. And so I understand. I think that if you're a kid, you're still learning, so they get a pass sometimes. But this is your teaching moment to let them know, like, mamas, you have to consider my schedule. You have to consider what like I'm doing. You can't. You didn't even ask.
Again, the pros and the cons of being in a relationship and living with someone. Like,
oh, that's a great way to put it. I see what you did there, Joe. I see what you did there. Okay.
I'm serious. Like,
I gotta ask you, when you would go out with your friends, did you like or dislike or like, I don't know the type of relationship you had with your ex, but like
my ex-husband or like a boyfriend?
Your ex-husband.
Okay.
As far as going out with friends, did you ever have to ask for permission, or did you ever feel like you had to ask, or like, did you actually like that you had to let somebody know where you were going?
No, I definitely always had to inform him.
Because you would want it in return.
Of course. This is the type of, wife I was. I enjoyed hosting. I had like literally like when he had, like it was a poker night with him and his buddies. Have it at our house. I'm talking about ribs, freshly made guacamole.
Oh my God.
Chips, veggie platters, you name it. All the guys loved coming over, right? I was that wife. And if he wanted me to stay, I stay. If not, then it was just the boys, right?
Just the guys. Mm-hmm.
When they wanted to go out, have some fun, go have some drinks.
Wow.
But then when it was my turn, it wasn't so happily greeted. Or, so it was just always like, and I understand why. Like I'm a social butterfly, like I don't intend to be flirtatious, and just my personality.
Yeah, it's your personality.
It's not like I'm here to like every person that I'm trying to hit on or bang with everybody. That's I'm just a very like lively person, and you know that. Like,
yeah, no, I do.
And I'm also a very like touchy
feely. Yeah,
like I love
you spank
people.
my ass all the time.
Yeah, and it's I do like we do this with our family.
Yeah,
like
I know I smack my brother's ass all the time,
all the time. So, and I do that with my friends, and it's just who I am. It's my love language. Is how I show people that I care, and that's literally how I am.
Yeah.
So living through COVID has been hard for me because I've loved touching and like, you know,
I know,
like
and we were like away from everybody.
I want to hug you right now, but I can't, you know, like.
Shout out to Carmen. She has another comment. She says he has actually served me before when I was breastfeeding the baby.
So
I think the older Latinas at the party almost died. His girl cousins were like, yes.
Hell yeah, Carmen.
Carmen, I'm gonna have to have you and your boo. Like, I want to talk to y'all. And like, this is what a partnership is about.
Absolutely.
Like, that's exactly how it should be. Like, and you know what I mean? Because trust me, our old, not our old, but our like the older Latinos, our family members, they don't get it yet, right? And we're creating a healthier relationship with our partners. And I love that. But obviously, you're still gonna get crap from your older generation. Well, they don't get it yet.
No, but you also think about like
how they were raised.
Yeah, and you also think about women who have been in relationships that there's always these expectations. They're so bitter, right? There's always this
I see
rancor. You know, like they're just I don't know how to. I guess that translates, right?
Yeah.
Like there's always this bitterness because there's so much expected out of them.
Yeah,
just because they're a woman. And they're Latinas, and it's just like I don't want to live with that.
I know.
Like I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to be a bitter ass old lady.
I don't either.
And you know, whether I'm single or you know in a relationship with someone, because there's these hidden expectations. You know what I mean?
I know. But you, Joe, I got to ask you one more time. If you had to choose, like right now, what would you say is? I know there's pros and cons to both, but like, what have you enjoyed more, living alone or living with the partner? Your final answer.
Well, I do miss living with someone.
Okay.
You know, I it's always nice to have someone that not just a physical body there, but someone you can share a space with and times with and conversations and you know, all the good stuff that comes out of being in a relationship with someone, or at least a healthy one, you know. However, there's lots of things that I discovered living alone that I didn't know about myself when I was with someone, you know, that I really enjoy my me time, you know, my space. And
what advice would you tell your future partner about your me time, of the importance of it?
That it's okay for both of us to have that space.
Okay.
Or, you know, to welcome that space where it's acceptable and there's nothing wrong with wanting to sometimes have just space.
Yeah, and it's nothing against your partner.
No.
It's not, so sometimes I will say, just to kind of keep it short, is sometimes I feel people, we take everything personal, and I'm guilty to that too.
Yeah.
We think like everybody's reaction or response is towards you. But it's not. No. Sometimes it's literally just something that they're going through. And I've gone through something where I feel like nobody has anything to do with it. It's all me. I just need the space. I need to take time alone, and it has nothing to do with Joe. So if like, I'm like, but I also have to communicate with that. Like, Joe, you know, like, I love you, girl. I have nothing but love for you, but I just need a break. Like, need space. So just give me like 2 weeks, and and then hit me up after that.
Yeah.
You could easily be like, 2 weeks? Like, bitch, what did I do to you? Or you could be like, I respect that. Yeah. Like, okay, thank you for communicating that. And, you know, so we just have to communicate better, because if I was to be like, Joe, don't talk to me for 2 weeks, girl, you're going to be like, bitch, what did I do? Or I could be like, Joe, I'm going through something right now. Just, you know, send me, you know, morning text every now if you want, but I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. But you know what? It takes real understanding of each other and who you are as a person, and consideration of each other's feelings to be able to accept when someone says that. And you have to be in a really great place in that relationship in order to do that. You know what I mean?
Or just to communicate everything really well.
Again, if you're in a healthy relationship and you're able to have those type of conversations without everyone or both parties taking it personally, then great. You know what I mean? But what is innate and what is just human nature is that everyone just takes everything personally. I mean, I'm guilty of it myself.
And I hope that we all find that healthy relationship, that healthy partnership. For example,
cheers to the people that have that.
Cheers to Carmen. Carmen, you found yourself a good one, girl.
I'm over here feeling a little jelly.
Give a shout out to your boo. Give a shout out to your boo. But we got to move on to our next segment. So we had to talk about this, the pros and cons of living alone versus living with a partner. And obviously we talked about many of the pros and cons with living alone and living with a partner. At the end of the day, I think it's important for you to just find the right partner for you. And that's going to be a healthy relationship that you guys are going to communicate well. And I think that will look a lot different from, your expectations of what it could be. But we're going to move on to our next segment, which is our game time. Hey. All right, y'all. I'm going to put Joe in the hot seat. It's called Fast Round Hot Seat, and it's going to go really fast because we're running out of time. All right, Joe, are you ready? I'm going to ask you a question, and you just have to answer it as quick as you can, girl. Take a big gulp because we're about to go down.
Let's do it. Mm-hmm. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
Hey, all right, here we go. Remember, answer them as fast as you can.
Okay.
All right, here, I'm going to put some music on, actually.
Let's do it. Some tunes.
Okay, let's see. Oh, let's put this one on.
I like it.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. The first person you're calling when you win the lotto is?
My mom.
Okay. First thing I do when I get home?
Take my shoes off.
I cannot live without?
Food.
Next place I want to travel to is?
Greece.
Me too. My favorite song of the moment?
Oh, fuck. Oh, what's that? Leave the door open.
Oh, Bruno Mars?
Yes.
Okay. I always regret
everything.
No.
Just kidding.
Celebrity crush.
Oh, shit. Orlando Bloom.
Ooh. I get horny every time I see.
Oh, damn. Dick? No. Dicks are gross. A nice smile, actually.
Okay. When I'm excited, I grab my...
Wait, what kind of excitement?
When you get excited, what do you grab, girl?
My booty.
Okay. A song that always makes me dance is...
Oh, shit. That's My Best Friend.
And, okay. Favorite memory as a kid?
Hanging with my cousins.
Okay. What do you want for your birthday?
A lot of love.
Aw. What's the worst thing you can put in a coffee?
I don't like coffee.
Oh. Okay. What's another word for socks?
Calcetines.
Hey! How do you flirt?
With my smile.
Okay. What does your outgoing voicemail sound like?
My outgoing voicemail? That's like such a 90s.
I know. What does it sound like, girl?
Hey, this is Joe. You reached Joe. Hit me back. Late.
Oh my God, that was cute.
That was funny.
That was cute. Okay, you did a good job. I see you, girl. I see you. That's it. You did it.
That was fun. That was a fun game.
Now we gotta go to our next segment of the night. It's our cheers and what is giving me life. To that. Yeah. This is where you share something you're proud of, you give yourself some love, or what's giving you life. Joe, what do you want to give cheers to, or what's giving you life, girl?
You know what? If I said what I was going to say, then I know I hear it from Mr. Twill.
You know what? Who cares?
Mr.
Twill will always say some shit.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give out some cheers and shout out to my haters.
Hey.
Because I've had a lot of them. recently.
You've had a lot of haters recently? What's going on?
Maybe just a few here and there. But apparently, you know, some people are listening and I love it and they're giving me shit for it. And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Don't be fucking with my joke.
To all of the haters who always want to see us fall, but guess what? We stay up.
We gonna stay up. Yeah. Don't be looking at my nail that just broke. Let me just this way. It's all my nails are like pink, and then this one just whatever. But man, fuck your haters. You know what? No, welcome your haters.
Oh, I do. I
welcome. Because they gonna make you just thrive even more.
You know what? It doesn't matter how many times you get kicked down. It's just how many times you get back up. Right?
Hey, yes,
so we are getting back up.
That's right. That's right. Don't come for my joke because I'm gonna come for you, boo. Oh. I'm gonna come for you. Maybe we can have that on topic on the next show about our haters.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know, right?
Yes, it is. It really is.
I'm gonna give my cheers to my sister Anna. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, I love Anna.
Shout out to Anna Banana. She listens to all of my shows and cheers to you, boo. But right now she is living her life in Hawaii. She FaceTimed me this morning and she was going on a walk in the beach. I was like, oh my God, yes, I'm loving it. We're going to be going, hopefully, you know, I'm going to tell you, we want to go to the DR this summer.
Bitch.
You down? Okay.
Bitch.
Ladies going to the DR. I'm gonna tell you for real.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a girls trip.
I'm in.
Either we get an Airbnb or like, I don't know.
I have family in DR.
No, you don't.
I swear I do.
You have family everywhere. Alabama, the DR. What the fuck, bitch?
So I have my cousin is married to her husband is Dominican, and we've known that family for like ever.
Okay.
So they're like cousins through marriage.
Okay.
And one of my cousins, we call him, he's like, Joe, anytime you go DR, let me know. We know we got familia out there. You know, I'm like, yes.
Say less.
Say less. It's correct.
Say less. Okay, we come in this summer. We're going to the DR.
I'm done.
Okay.
Done.
All right, we're going.
I need to get my passport.
Hey, okay. All right, you guys. I had so much fun with you guys, like always. Yay. Make sure, where can people follow you if you want to be followed?
So my Instagram account got hacked
again.
No, a few months ago.
Girl, but I was about to say
I still haven't recovered because I'm sorry, IG, but y'all are terrible. Anywho, my new name is Joba Once. JOBAONES. So hit me up on IG.
Yes, you guys. If you're just tuning in right now, the show's already over. But I'm your host, Mysterious Jack. This is Ladies Night Radio Show, and you can find us only on the Good News Radio Network. That's right. And the TGN Latinx station. We're about to leave, but before we leave, I want you to follow Joe. And I want you to follow me at mysterious.jax, which is right here. And follow Ladies Night Radio Show. Follow us on all platforms. And make sure you download the Good News Radio app because it is free.
Download it.
Free 99.
Free 99. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, yes, I am out of my mind. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Please share us with your friends and your family. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies. You are enough. Ow! This is my song right now.
I love this song.
Fucking love this song.
Always hits.
This is my best song. Here we go. Look. Here we go. I gotta say it again. De la juca. Ow! Make sure you guys follow us. I hope you guys have a good time. We will see you next Friday at 7:30. Same time, same place on the Good News Radio. Love you.
Que nadie me aconseje que estoy en robo feo. Feo.
Hey. Girl, I'm so excited. What's up, y'all? Let me take my glasses off so I cannot see y'all. Yeah. Joe, I missed you. I
Oh
loved
my
you.
God, I love you so much.
I had a good time with you.
Of course, as always.
As always, thank
Always
you
a good
guys,
time.
YouTube, for hanging out with your girls.
Yes.
We're gonna leave you now, but we hope to see you next Friday, same time, same place,
Same
7:30,
time.
right here.
Carol Mommy.
What it do, baby?
Shout out to you, Mama.
And to Carmen. Who was in the chat, showing us so much love. We appreciate you, boo. Did she say anything else? Because I'm blind.
She said, I sure did. Very blessed. Talking about her man.
Very blessed.
Yes.
All right, I'll see you guys later because I'm choking. I love you guys. Bye.
Don't choke.
Ah!